Ladies and gentlemen, hello, this is the Lenon Sheet. Today we're going to be bringing you another World Tanks battle. Myself and my T110E5 and my comrade here, Arthur Pandrag, and his Object 705 Alpha. Both love this game a lot, and here we are on Mannerheim Line. I'm not exactly a fan of Mannerheim Line, but such is life. T110E5 is you'll often see is one of my favorite is my first tier 10. It's my favorite tier 10 to play. Love it. Pandrag here, also enjoying his 705 Alpha. But we're going to have a good game where we are top tier in our tier 10s, and we do happen to just manage to get really good matchups and absolutely hold down the tide of this battle for us. Alright, off the start, you see, take the two heaviest tanks you got, put them in the heavy line of Mannerheim. Absolutely hate the south spawn. You're going to see why in just a few seconds here. But honestly, not like this isn't the worst deployment our team could have had, but I get spotted real early here. One of the reasons I hate the south spawn. Then you see our Lynx gets hit for 690, I think that's insane. And there it is, another 690 shell from their Object 2684. So all of a sudden, start of the battle, I'm down 1,000 health. And yeah, there are some safer routes that I could have taken for this, but I kind of prefer a straightforward shot. It costs me sometimes I get away with it. Here we are, really rough peek against his 50 TP, and I get lucky that he only gets my track. I aim and pull it just a little high of his cupola. He gets a re-peek and then gets that pen. But then Pandrag here in this absolute brick wall of a tank rolls in, gets a pen. I get an outstanding bounce. That went to space. But hey, such is life. And then we go to work on the 50 TP. And little I see in my tunnel vision, the Care Nav Action X that they have is on top of him. And pushes down right into me. So now we got the two guys flanking us. I'm already low on health, but we managed to take out the 50 TP and go to work on the Care Nav. Our team in the northwest there is getting pretty hard pushed by their top tier heavies, so we happen to have an interesting situation where the highest tier tanks on each team just decide to go different ways. But then, with a little help from our friends here, we knock out both Care Nav and the 50 TP, but then we got this version 4 that comes swinging up behind us. But now we're down 3 tanks, somewhere around the ballpark of, I'd put it at about 3,000 HP. I can't see the updated health of all the crown bonds they have, the G-Source and all. Me trying to get that extra peek on that version 4 and I couldn't, but luckily I get the straight pen. And then from here Pandrag just face hugs. And then I go to town on his turn. He gets a great pen there. I don't even know where he pulled that one off from. But now that we've cleaned up the side, I get worried that their SC-130 is going to push in on us. Little do I know, they also have a couple other TDs that haven't been spotted yet, including that ISU that you see on the right there, but isn't spotted by anyone. Overall, good trading for both myself and Gavin. Him being that brick wall really helps us out. And this one, he tells me that he's getting a shot on the Scorpion. I get lit once more. But he's dialing in a shot on the Scorpion, and I hold my shot until he's ready. He fires first, and I'm right behind, and there we go. Almost completely wipe out that Scorpion right there. Already finishes the job. Gotta say, oh, there's the first. Side shot on a G-Sword gets absorbed by tracks. Yeah, love to see those shots. But as I was saying, yeah, already really holds us down well in this match. They did an outstanding job. So props to Arty players. But now I'm dialing around, just looking to see if there's any spots there. Didn't expect them to be, so I'm looking to make sure the SU-130 isn't pushing hard on us. And as I am peeking for this SU-130, Arthur Vendray gets a great surprise. As you see here in just a second there. Stretzvon, that's still alive on their team, also unspotted. Oh, I guess I mistimed it a little bit. But there he is. They got a tier 9 Stretzvon, just comes swinging around on myself, and I ricochet that underplate shot there. Gets caught up a little bit, get a lucky bounce or track absorption that is, and then we put him away, and then just as I see it, ISU takes me from behind. But now we're still down 2 tanks, the 2,000 health point differential. And it's up to 2 artillery, 2 TDs, and a top tier heavy tank to defeat their slew of tanks. Pair of top tiers and a bunch of TDs. Some still at full health too. So Pendrag here, he's gonna go and take on this SU-130 in the ISU. I let him know that the SU might be pushing him from 9 line. There it is. He gets that unfortunate shot. And now he's in a bit of predicament, stuck with the SU in front of him and the ISU about to start climbing behind him. But now we get the first save of some really good artillery awareness. They get that hit on him, they track him. He doesn't have a kit or anything apparently, and Pendrag's able to put that away with the SU-130 hot on his ass. SU-130 is going to roll in, and suddenly a Geosaur comes rolling in. It gets that little rear pen on him. So Pendrag gets that first shot off. Absolutely chunks the SU-130's health. Gets 2 lucky bounce on, and the Geosaur, posing a ridiculous threat, comes behind and only has 1 shell to offer. Honestly, don't know what this Geosaur's thinking, but he just decides to full send with basically near full health at the start of that, and he pays for it. Artie once again coming in clutch, snagging that SU-130 kill, preventing another matchup of 2v1. But now we're still looking at a really tough situation. They've got a Kronvan and a Leo. They're both top tier. Both very good tanks. Versus 705A with his good armor, and then a T95 at full health still. That'll be key here. Now you start seeing me popping up in chat as the two of us are talking back and forth, getting some ideas, and I'm trying to get him to push in to the dip there and come behind their Kronvan and Leo. Because we know the Leo is still in that section, the Kronvan hasn't left yet. But that Kronvan pops up behind and gets nuked by their 53-55. So now we're kind of hunting down that Leo. He's likely backing up. And there he comes, and here we are with the broadside shot on the Leopard 1. And we get another armor not hit, so both my tank and his tank cursed with either track absorptions or some fun RNG business. But he doesn't get that side pen on Leo. Leo gets spotted again. I'm trying to call him to get back down. He keeps pushing like the maniac that he is. Gets that bounce there. And then the Leo tries to do some form of pushing or wrapping around on him. Tries to outplay him a tiny bit. Does not get a good angle. Pendrag backs up just a tiny bit and annihilates his turret. Look, another shot there from the Artie that probably could have knocked out the Leo in its own accord. As you see, he takes both those Artie hits. We now know exactly where their Artie is. I try to push that out to our last remaining team members. And then you'll see I also try to sway the remaining teammates to ensure that Arthur Pendrag here gets that top gun in a game where we definitely earned it. Sorry, and the world's slowest chase after T110 and artillery. At this point, we're not too concerned about the prospect of winning or losing, just finding him. FV gets spotted and blown out. And then they're 53-55. You'll see here in just a few moments. Makes an very good, honestly, play for an artillery. Unexpected for sure. Because he now knows where both of our heavy and TD are. And honestly, if they were spotted long enough, he kind of has a good understanding of where they're going. Some more playful banter from those still watching in the rafters. The 53-55 comes up in the south. Pushes on our cap to try to 1v2 the artillery. Gets a hit on our one artillery player. Gets hit in return, and well, he reloaded. He would technically reload first, so he tries to outrun both teams, both Artie's reloads. Try to force himself a good shot on the 53-55. You won't see it here. I don't go into any. I don't go over that 53-55 shell, but he gets that kill, knocks him out, and we have ourselves a game. And that's all for this game, folks. A very fun game between both myself and Arthur Pendrag in the 705A. Hey, feel free to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I have a couple more games to talk through, and I'll post them every once in a while. Thanks for coming on down.